and welcome to a beautiful late May morning here on eastern Long Island. We can perhaps get a little bit of purple martin action this morning if I have a signal strength good enough for this. Let's see, what does the message say? Transmission is unstable due to a weak network connection. Well, it's supposed to be on the house Wi-Fi, but don't know what's going on there. Here's our tulip tree has already started to blossom. That's early, that's usually mid-June. Maybe a week or two early this season. The rhododendron has started. Again, those blossoms are a week or two early this season. Probably with all of the moisture we've had, the rain we've had this spring, and the somewhat above normal temperatures. Let's go to an expanded mode here. I'll walk a little further away from the house. Hopefully we won't lose our Wi-Fi signal from the Apple Airport Extreme. And let's see what our bird friends are doing this morning. I'm panning, I'm tilting the wrong way. Bear with me, folks. Tilt up into the sun. Okay, let's try that. Let's go back to 1 times magnification. There we go. And I'll just slowly pan around here. This is looking off to the south. This is to the east. Hi, Andrea. Good to see you. Thank you for joining me this morning. Yeah, the martins are looking good this season. I would say that we have full up compartments this spring. I think there's a lot more birds arrived this May than a year ago. When I cleaned out the houses at the end of the season and around Labor Day last year, there were maybe half a dozen compartments that were not used for nesting. So I was down to, you can't really count bird numbers after for whatever reasons. I have to rely on the Wi-Fi connection here at home because unfortunately this is a cellular dead zone. Usually very weak cell signal here. in this general area. Okay, birds, why don't you take off and do a little flight for us? Let's see, what else do I have to do? Andrea, you're helping me out with this broadcast. I see that I'm going to have to resize the chat window so it's easier to read. I had the minimum chat window on the lower left-hand corner of the iPhone screen, but I can set this up where the type is much bigger and it's easier to read. So we'll certainly do that for the next broadcast. Let's just pan around to the north a little bit, north of you. See a fishing boat just coming back in. One of my neighbors was out earlier this morning, out fishing on the bay. Okay, with this kind of quiet behavior right now, most of these are males just taking life easy, and the females are inside the compartments, probably at this stage incubating eggs. It takes 15 to 16 days from the time that the last egg of a clutch of eggs is laid until they start to hatch. So they basically all hatch then within one day of each other. So the female bird will lay one egg a day, 4 to 5, sometimes 6 eggs, 6 days in a row. And then they start incubating them all at once. And from that start of the incubation time to the time that the eggs hatch is about 16 days. This is basically to ensure that all the birds grow at the same rate and you don't get any like runt of the litter. They're all basically the same size, and they come out of the nests approximately the same time. So after the last egg hatches, or all the eggs hatch, then it's about 27, 28 days till they reach full size where they can come out of the nests and make their first flights. So that would be like mid-July we're talking about now, where we'll start seeing baby birds show up. But we'll keep our eyes on them, check out their progress. Oh, and I see we have some marsh swallows flying across the yard also. Slightly smaller than a purple martin. Here's some flying activity. Okay, that's good for an update for today for purple martins. So thanks for joining. Good to see you, Andrea. Hopefully I'll be back on the air Friday evening at West Hampton for the second week of the Cannonball. We'll see how that goes, weather permitting the time. Okay, goodbye birds. See you next visit. Take care, everybody.